Killer.
Oh, hell.
Well, damn, Petty, you don't remember me no more? That's cool.
Not by the name. I'm looking for your account to say killer.
Oh, yeah, they banned that account. That account gone for good. Anyways,
Oh, golly.
I should never
Watch
said
me. You want
that.
to introduce
I
the
was too
topic?
dumb.
It's your live, baby.
We wasn't even, you know what, y'all? We didn't really have a topic. We was just been sitting here shooting the shit, and then it intertwines into other conversations. My sister really was taking her braids down. That's how the original live started. So, I mean,
We literally
if
was talking
anybody,
about everything, and we were
We
just
was
like
talking about
telling.
peace and cookies.
We was talking about Sobe and some of the stuff I've seen him doing, and then he did call your name. He called your real name, and I said that's not cool because I've been telling him all day his little petty digs is not fucking cool. If her name is Petty Row on here, that was not her real name is not brought on here. Everybody know my name is Antoinette Bullock, and I do not give a fuck because I say my own damn name. So if I say my own name, it's fair. But if you don't go
Yeah.
by your own name on here, I don't think that's okay. And so I acknowledge
I
that.
mean, that's all right. If he want to tell the people my name, that's fine. At least they know who to make the check out to. So, I mean, it is what it is, child. I don't be what these folk think they be doing something and they really don't be doing nothing because I have a presence outside of social media. So people know my name. It ain't just on no social media. That's just not who I go by on here. If you look up me on other social media sites, I go by a different name. It just depends on what mood I'm in, on who you gonna get. So, I mean, child.
Then the
People
other
think they
part
be
of
doing
that,
stuff and they really don't. At least
Petty love.
if you gonna put my name on something, spell the shit right. Golly, if you did enough to try to look me up to find out what my real name is, the least you could do is spell the shit right.
yeah, and I think Petty, we were talking about like, Gia had a good comment, said we were squashing it. The dialogue too, like after, cause Bullock did shut that down, like with the name thing too, and I backed her up too, you know. But I think the thing was like, what did you say? We were trying to squash it, like squashing
Mm-hmm.
whatever issue was between you and Sobe. I guess that's what like we had
But
all
that's
had
the
dialogue
thing.
surrounding that.
We've already done that, and then Sobe went back on his word. When all that stuff happened with Silverback and all of that stuff, I was on the live with them. And Sobe apologized or whatever. And we decided that we wasn't gonna make no digs at each other no more. We was gonna let bygones be bygones. Whatever he had about me up on his pages, he was gonna take it down. And I told him I thought I had already took, everything down. But if he saw something that I hadn't taken down, for him to just tell me. And it was maybe a week. Next thing I know, he back talking shit. So it's like I've always been open to, saying, okay, cause we've not done nothing but talk shit to each other. Nobody has touched my finances. Nobody has touched my kids. Nobody has done nothing but talk shit because they don't have enough power to do anything but talk shit. So I'm always up to say, hey, okay, we don't talk shit, whatever. I said what I said, you said what you said. Okay, we can just call it quits. Okay, that's fine. But don't sit up and say you want to call a truce and then I'm over here
I
not
never said that.
saying
Don't put word.
nothing.
I never said that. So never said that.
Now we're gonna
Oh my
we gonna
God.
let her finish up, and then we're
Bitch,
gonna go
now
jump up
you
to
sat up there and
Sobe
said that
and let
on
Sobe
Blaze's
talk.
live. When I was in that live, it was me, you, Blaze, and all this other stuff. And I came up there and Blaze called you to the live because I told him he was lying on me. No, I take that back. It was something he was lying about, and you were a witness to it. I think about him putting my children up on his green screen, and he called you to the live. That's how you got in there. And we had a whole conversation, and you apologized for the stuff that you had did. And we said we were going to leave each other alone. You were going to take down everything you put up about me, and I said the same. Again, and I said, if you see something that I failed to put down, tell me and I will take it down. I don't have no reason to lie on nobody, especially you, because you don't benefit me not one motherfucking bit. So
All
I'm not
right,
going to sit up here and lie.
All right, Petty, we gonna let Sobe.
First of
We gonna
all,
let Sobe come respond uninterrupted.
first of all, apologize, but I didn't say nothing about no truce. And in that same statement, when you apologized, you said, "Well, it could have been." That's where the fuck it stemmed from. Because you still took a dig at the end, so that was a backhanded apology. So if a week waited passed by for me to say something, a week waited.
Okay, so you were fake about that then.
So no, I wasn't fake. You was fake because you said at the end of your
hold on,
podcast.
Sobe.
Hold on, y'all.
So what I just heard Sobe say, hold on real quick. What I just heard Sobe say, hold on. What I heard Sobe say was he did apologize, but at the end of that, he felt like he was wrong because you had a ending dig and he wasn't able to come back at that dig. And whether I think, this is my personal opinion, I think instead of you just harboring it, Sobe, and not saying anything, I think in that moment you could have said that was a dig to me. And if we are gonna end this, we gonna end this, and we're not gonna go back and forth. But to hold it and then come back, that's weird to me. That's a weird move. But that's how you handled it. I'm just saying, like, if you felt like she dug at you at the end after y'all had to apologize or squash it, why not say, in the moment, I feel like that was a dig.
Her live, so I couldn't have that wasn't able to happen because when other people hosting live and you're both guests, they control the live. So
So did you have anything else to I don't know what that picture is of. It's a giraffe.
Don't pay Juice no attention. She is a troll. It's a troll.
Well, Juice, I'm gonna let you down. I'll let you down so they can have some dialogue. I'll let you back up in a minute, Juice.
She don't give a damn about none of this.
I don't know what that was for. But let's give Sobe a chance, uninterrupted, to kind of respond a little bit to Petty.
Get to respond after that dig because I don't control that live. It was Blazers live, and we were both guests in the box. So, like I said, I couldn't have had an opportunity to say anything because, again, it was Blazers live.
Now, during that live, all of us were able to speak freely. That's how we even got to the point of saying we were going to call it quits. So now you can't come back and say, oh, well, I couldn't say anything because it wasn't my live. It was neither one of our lives, but Blaze gave us the floor to speak. That's how we even got to that point. Now, the reason that I said what I said was because he asked me a question, why I said something. So I answered the question. Well, it could have been. I don't know. That's why I said it. I said it to be funny, but hell, it could have been the truth. That was my truth. I answered a question that he asked me. Now, if he did not like the answer, he had every opportunity at that moment to say, well, you know what, Petty? I think you full of it. I'm not going to argue with you. You're saying that you did not have the opportunity to speak your mind. And obviously you did if we got to that point.
So why don't you just speak your mind now? Since you have the opportunity at this point right here. This is what I don't like, Sobe, is that, and even when you have good moments of being able to say, like, look, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, whether you want to say my feelings was hurt or I didn't like what you said or whatever, in the moment, sometimes you don't do that. So in this moment right here, you see it's equitable dialogue. She's willing to have the conversation with you. And why can't we just say how we feel now and just let it go and let bygones be bygones? You don't say nothing about her business. And you know what I'm saying? She don't say nothing about you. And let it be that. Like, I don't think Petty Road just want to spend her life. From the person that I know, I don't think Petty Road want to spend her life coming at you. She gonna laugh and kiki, that's what she do because she play too much and she funny as fuck. But I don't think she would go hard on her jokes with you if you kept her name out your mouth. Like, and I feel the same way about you. I don't feel like you would come at her if she kept your name out her mouth. Is it fair for you to just find a solution right now and just be like, fuck this shit, let it go?
Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying.
You play too damn much. I ain't got time to
Sobe. Okay, so I do think I do think though, like I mean, I would like to see it. You know what I'm saying? Where it comes to a point to like nobody's talking about anybody, and just stick to like if you have questions for what somebody's actions is, just stick to that and not the digs and everything else. Like that's what I would really love to see, like conversations like this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really appreciate y'all having this conversation, but I do think like maybe like after even like having these conversations, I don't know who wants to speak next, but like Bullet and Killer, like they apologize to each other and stuff like that. I'm not telling nobody to apologize to each other. I know apologies have already been done, but eventually, like, don't y'all get tired? Don't y'all get tired? The back and forth.
That's what we gotta do. We gotta apologize. Cause like I said, me and Bullet stuff, they stuff a little deeper than me and Bullet. Me and Bullet shit was a flat surface type deal. That was nothing. There was like what petty name calling. Those two, they shit go a little deeper. They're like
That
a
was some hurtful shit. That was some hurtful shit.
yeah,
That
both
was some
of them.
hurtful
Y'all,
shit.
whew, that shit like that's like a big ass knife going in your body. That deep with them two. I mean, her shit was just a scratch. We banded that shit up like it was nothing. But yeah, they got deeper issues. But they both still my
Yeah,
dogs, though. They still my dogs. They both still my dogs.
they still adults. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see it, y'all. I would.
I mean, like I said, I was open to it the first time. I never gave no kind of resistance. He apologized. He said, let's call it the truth. I was down for it and I kept up my end of the bargain. And then the next thing I know, he was back in Blaze Live talking shit about me. So I'm like, okay, so what happened to what we just talked about? So it ain't like it's me. I held up my end of the bargain because at the end of the day, it's not that serious to me. I can talk shit. I'm going to kiki. But then when I get off the app, I have a real life. So I'm not worried about what go on this app.
Have real
It
lives. We
ain't.
all have real lives.
I'm speaking.
I
You
don't
had
think that
your
was a dig,
turn.
Sobe. I don't think that was a dig,
You
Sobe.
had your turn. Anyway, I have a real life outside the app. So when I get off the app, I have other stuff to do. So I'm not dwelling on the stuff. But yeah, like Bullock said, I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to kiki. And then I'm just going to go on about my way. And that's just it for me. Again, none of them have the power to affect anything real that I have going on. So again, it's just shit talking. But don't sit up and tell me that you want to call a truce and you want me to leave you alone and we both agree in the moment and then you change your mind, but you don't tell me because hell, I want to talk shit too. I can talk shit too.
And I never said I wanted a truce. Apologies, not asking for no truce. Stop
Honey, stop
playing.
lying.
Stop
Stop lying.
playing.
Everybody in the comment
Stop
section is
playing. Stop
already saying
playing.
they were there
Yeah, everybody
and
in the
they
comment section is a
heard it.
llamas. Right. Like, okay, come on
They
now.
were
Let's be real.
there
Okay,
and
hold on,
they
y'all.
heard it.
Sobe, are you willing to keep her name out your mouth?
So let's have some a little bit of petty.
Like I said, I didn't say no truce, but I did apologize for what I said because in the moment, that's what my heart called me to do, and that's where it was at. The dig at the end is what led us back here, regardless of what she want to say. That's where we at. I mean, I'm good on her. I saw the video today when somebody sent it to me, and I was just like, here we go again.
Because you was talking shit about my
Round 3.
business. I saw you in a video when
Your business.
Blaze brought up the fact saying that she stole that girl
I was in the
business
comment section when I
I
said
don't
your
give a
cousin.
damn
Hold
what
on, let
she
her
was
finish,
just
Sobe. Let her
doing.
finish, Sobe. Let her finish.
You
She's trying to
brought
explain it to
my
you.
name up about my business and said that I stole somebody else's business. Y'all gotta stop thinking y'all can say any and everything about somebody's business. You not going to speak bad on my business or try to make me look bad and try to make me lose money, and you think I'm not finna come at you. You're not. You brought up my name. So then I brought up yours. You just get mad because mine hit
I'm not
harder
mad,
and
so
wider
don't think I'm
and
mad. This is
further.
all funny to me. I'm not mad. You're mad.
But you ain't laughing. Last time I heard you was crying. I'm so angry.
All right, y'all. Okay. Hold
You
on,
mad
y'all.
about
She
me?
petty.
Hold on,
So
y'all. This how the
don't
personal
do
business
me.
be going, y'all.
Don't
Come on,
do me.
y'all.
Okay, Arami.
Don't do me.
Okay. Oh no, don't go to
Did he
Diddy.
say
Okay,
that,
all right, y'all, all
Sobe?
right, y'all, all right, y'all. We
Sobe.
can't take not the personal
No.
digs. Y'all
What did he
ask
say?
stop.
Because
Stop.
I missed it. What did he say?
But we not gonna repeat it.
We
It's
not
What
better
he
repeating
if I
that
messaged
was
me
shit.
on
That
the
ain't
back
right. And
end,
you know
Bull.
that shit ain't right. Don't be
Bull,
doing
I
that,
don't know
Sobe.
nothing.
You don't want nobody to
That
call your
Kobe,
mama that. Don't
that
do
was
that,
anti-black.
Sobe.
So we
see,
don't say
and
that.
that's what I'm talking about. He getting mad because my shit hit
I'm
harder
mad. Why you
and
keep
it
saying
hit
somebody mad?
wider.
Wait,
Okay.
can I
So
say
that's what's
something?
mad.
Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
We gonna let Ty come in. I do want y'all to stop taking personal shots at each other. So that wasn't cool. I heard it. That wasn't cool. And Petty did come at him a little bit, but that still wasn't cool. But that's also like let's just have that respectful dialogue. I know it's hard, y'all, because like I don't know the ins and outs of like what's going on between Petty and Stovey. I really don't. So I mean, just try as much as y'all can to, try to leave some of the insults out of it on both sides. Thank y'all. We're gonna let Ty talk real quick.
So I was just going to briefly say this. I don't think either one of them are going to hear each other. I mean, Miss Petty Rose, she might be, but I think at this point in time, too much has transpired. I noticed from the dialogue that they were having, originally it was okay, but it seems as though, correct me if I'm wrong, so when Miss Petty Rose was speaking to you, she didn't curse at you like a curse word, but she did use cursing in her language, and that's when you became highly defensive. Like you started, I don't want to say being argumentative, but that's where you started to come off with. So maybe you guys might have to readdress this later, or even if you don't come to some kind of agreement, how is it going to be any resolution? Like, I'm not saying you two have to truce it out because I don't believe in forced apologies, nor do I believe in truces. But if you don't care, then she shouldn't be the topic of conversation ever. You get me?
I get you.
And her business shouldn't be attacked. And I don't think that's fair. If you haven't purchased anything, hold on, listen to me. If you haven't personally purchased anything from her business and was not pleased with it, if you purchased something from her business and wasn't pleased with it, then you have the right to write a review or say a review, make a review. And she has the right as a business owner to try to rectify that situation. But if you haven't even done that, I don't think it's fair to have any opinion around somebody's business practices because it's too hard. And I said this the other day, it is too hard as black business owners for us to create these avenues of revenue and trying to create something for the community and something for our families to rectify generational curses that are on us, that y'all just think it's okay to just like say whatever about people's business. People are passionate about their businesses because our blood, sweat, and tears go into our businesses. We really care about our customers. We really care about what we're pouring into ourselves and our businesses. And I don't think that's fair.
So here's what is your definition of attacking somebody's business? Because one, I didn't attack her business. I simply stated in the comments that her cousin said on a live that she stole her ideas. And this is turning into me saying I attacked her business. I didn't attack her business. I restated what her cousin said on a live. So that's not me attacking her business.
Okay.
I didn't attack her
I'll
That's
business.
retract
plain
that statement.
semantics. That's
I'll,
plain
I'll retract the
semantics.
word
Ain't no
attack.
Hold on,
semantics,
y'all. Let
girl.
him
That's
talk.
not an
Let him
attack.
talk.
That's not an
Hold on,
attack.
y'all.
What
Let
do you
him
mean
talk. I'm
semantics?
interrupted. Hold
That's not
on.
an attack. That's crazy to me.
Let him
I
talk a
swear
little
to
bit.
God, y'all don't know definition of words. I swear. You want
I'll
to
retract
gaslight
the
the
word
whole
attack.
internet to like somebody attacked you. Nobody attacked your business. Like, stop playing in my face.
I will retract the word attack. But when you said that's what her cousin said, now that takes me to the point of the intent behind even having the cousin on your live. The intent behind that was to be harmful to her, to find out information about her and who she is as a person and her life. But it wasn't because y'all trying to do a documentary that's to uplift this black woman. It was to try to pull out what you could learn about her in a way that's disrespectful for something you could use. And I think that is the core of it. Like, why even do that? You can't utilize those things that you learn because your intent was bad from the beginning.
I hear you.
I don't want him to think like we're completely bad. I just want you to hear because
Oh,
it's
no, y'all are good. I'm good. I'm just in the store.
Oh, okay, because what you say is your actions don't reflect what you say. So I just want you to hear what you're saying. Like you said, people need to be wary of the bones that are brought to you on Instagram. And you said literally it was her cousin who gave this bad review about her business, but then you brought that same bone to the internet to,
I said her cousin brought it on Blazers Live. Yeah, that's one.
okay. So her cousin brought it on Blaze Live, but then it was repeated. And it was another bone that we said that we should be utilizing on the internet. You get me?
I'm not, let me say this while he paused. I don't care about Sobe. I don't. But I don't like people to try to play in my face, to try to sit up here and call me a liar when everybody in the comment section was in that live and heard him say we were calling a truce. That was the purpose of him saying everything he had up about me on his pages, he was going to take down, and I agreed the same thing. So how are you going to say the truce wasn't brought up if we agreed to leave each other alone and take content down that we had up about each other? You want to go to the dictionary and look up the word truce then, because that is
Came out my
exactly
mouth.
what it was. So now for you to sit up there and say that that was never brought up when that was the whole conversation, that pisses me off, because you're insinuating that I'm lying and that I'm putting words in your mouth, and I never did.
You are lying because
Oh Lord. See, and
I
then
don't
when I
think it's gonna
go
go
off,
nowhere. I think it's not gonna
you
go
are
nowhere.
lying.
What
You
I
are
would ask,
lying
I
because
don't think it's not gonna go
I
nowhere,
never.
Sobe. I don't think it's not gonna go nowhere. I think that from now on, just my personal opinion, I think that you need to leave her business out of this. You could, if y'all want to go back and forth about the person, go back and forth about the person. Cause Petty Bro gonna eat, y'all gonna have jokes. Whatever. It's gonna go back and forth. But when you start, I'm not gonna say the word attacking, but when you come at or talk about her, leave Row Collection out of everything. How about that? You petty.
baby, it was fair to me the first time. Cause again, I held up my end of the bargain the first
You
time. Baby,
did.
this is like a
You
rerun
did.
for me.
Argue out the
I
comments.
agreed the first time.
Yeah, you good. I hear both of y'all. I hear both of y'all, and I know what it's gonna be. It is what it is. All I'm saying is like leave your business out of this shit. I don't like that. Like, cause the products I bought from Petty, I have her highlighter. I had 2 candles, I think, and then I had that lipstick with a lip liner, and both have worked. I ain't broke out. They both look bomb as fuck on me, on my skin. Them candles, I burnt up a damn microwave in my house, and them candles got that burnt ass smell out my damn house. So
I ordered too, y'all. I can't wait for my stuff to come
I
in.
was not lying about my damn review, because if I don't like your shit, I'm gonna tell you I don't like your shit. But her shit wasn't bad, so stop doing that to people's business.
And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm always open to whatever. I'll listen to anybody. But I don't like for people to try to play in my face. I don't like for people to try to call me a lie, especially when I was not the only one in the room that heard what was said. Like, don't do me like that. If you changed your mind, and then just say that, it's fine. Just say that, but don't say the conversation wasn't had. That's what burns me up.
The
Just say
conversation was
you
had. It
changed
wasn't
your
a truce,
mind.
though. I
I'm
apologized. I
talking.
never said
I'm
I wanted a
talking.
truce. Don't play in
I'm
my face.
talking. I'll let you know when you get through. I mean, when I get through.
Hold on, we're
Um.
gonna have Petty and then Sobe. We're gonna jump right up to you, and then when Sobe talk, we can have him talk uninterrupted too, guys.
Okay. But if you just change your mind, then just say that. That's fine. We all adults. We can all do that. But please don't sit up here and call me no liar. And I wasn't the only one in the room. I wasn't the only one that was a part of the discussion. I wasn't the only one that can, bear witness to that. And I know for myself, I held up my end of the bargain. I did not talk about him. I did not mention him. I didn't say nothing, about him. And for him to come back and say, oh, well, I didn't have the opportunity to say nothing to her in the moment when she answered my question, that's a bunch of bull, because we were having equitable dialogue at that point. So for you to say you asked me the question, I answered it. You didn't like my answer, but you couldn't talk to me about it. That is a bunch of bull. That is a bunch of bull. You had every opportunity to say to me what you wanted to say to me at that moment. And again, whatever you had on your chest, you could have got it off and you could have felt good about yourself. But you chose not to. The opportunity was there. But because you didn't jump on the opportunity, or somebody got in your ear afterwards and said, well, did you hear what she said? I wouldn't have let her say that about me, even though that was my truth. Then they put the battery back in your back, and then you tried to double back. That's not right, and that's not fair, because I held up my end of the bargain. But hey, if you okay with it, baby, you like it, I love it. Just I'm done. I'm finna go on mute.
Thank you, Petty. All right, let's let Sophie respond uninterrupted.
I only got one thing to say. She a liar.
Okay, that ain't productive. Petty, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Earlier I asked the question because I feel like there's a few of y'all who was thank you, Gia. I feel like it's a few of y'all who were just innocent bystanders in this, and your businesses were innocent bystanders in this. In regards to the few that just kind of got pulled in this, do you believe that you were an innocent bystander in this?
Well, you got to be more specific and tell
So,
me
like,
which
I feel
situation
like
you're
just
talking about.
because you don't have no friends on here.
Right.
You don't have no friends on here. I've heard you say that over and over. There are people that you do have conversations with, right? And there are some people that you have a level of respect for on here. And I feel like because you were in certain boxes, because at a certain time you were either getting stories and having just like lives. Like I said about Watch Me, like I've seen the same thing with Watch Me and you. Like y'all started off just being like T pages where y'all just talking about shit and asking questions. And I feel like because people felt like you were around these people and these people were answering your questions, you started being attacked. Not just your business, but you were attacked as well.
Yeah, personally.
In a way that was, you ain't had nothing to do with that original beef. Like them people ain't know you, you ain't know them people. You were just talking about the shit that they were putting online. That's what I saw.
Right.
So do you feel like it wasn't warranted for you or your business to be talked about in other circles?
No, I don't think it was warranted, because again, I've never gone after anybody. Anything I've talked about has been stuff that's already been on this app. I don't go to other apps and find information. I don't go on, Instagram to find information on people.
Man, Sophie, who's that? Hold on, Sophie, who's that?
Who is that?
Look, I don't know you in the comments, but you got all that slick shit to say out your mouth.
Oh
Take
my
that
God.
You got all
down.
that slick stuff.
You gotta stop being so damn
Focus
petty.
on the comment. Nah, take that down. I don't know who that is. And baby, you pretty. I'm not sure. You're beautiful.
Gotta stop being so petty, Sobe.
I mean, dang. I mean, it's just like when you look like you look and you built like you built. I mean, you got some nerve talking about somebody. What you mad about?
Get out them damn comments, Sobe. Miss Petty Bro, we were talking to you about, do you feel like
Yeah.
it was
I'm a good.
unwarranted?
Y'all be easy in the comments. We had turned them off earlier because y'all were doing a bit too much. So we might have to turn them off again, y'all. Y'all chill out. I don't know what was said. I didn't see anything, y'all. But Sophie, that's not cool. Don't be doing that. At all. And she was a beautiful black woman. So yeah, we gonna move on. Comments, y'all. I didn't know what was happening, y'all. Y'all see, we got it down. You're not showing her no more. I apologize to whoever that was. We were blindsided by it. That's Sophie. I don't agree with it. You get what I'm saying? So he did. Thank you, Sophie. Take that down. Don't do that again, Sophie. Not over here. We don't want to do that. We don't agree with like the body. I don't agree with like body shaming or talking about looks or like the roasted thing. I spoke to that before, that I've done that
So,
8, 9 years
okay,
ago.
so let me say this, Danny. You at me in the comments, right? But your eyes can't even look at me. So what's the problem?
Ah,
So what did she
At me
just
in the
say? Didn't I
comments.
tell you
You
about
can't even
respecting
see
people's
me.
house?
so
When you come in, you do
I'm
not
sorry.
respect nobody's house, and what people is asking you to do in their house, like stop coming at people's house just kicking shit over.
But the comments is going buck wild.
I
Like
don't
they
give a
always
damn what
do
they
Hold
that.
saying in
on.
the damn
We got
comments.
we
You
got
over here
it.
talking
We got it. We got it. Y'all.
girl,
We got it.
please, man, damn.
We got it, y'all. We just gonna turn the comments off because y'all do be tripping in comments. I don't know what happened in the comments. We don't really like to express the comments, but y'all probably was doing a bit too much. I ain't gonna lie, because the comments do be doing a lot. So y'all be respectful in the comments. My sister said there's a live goal. It's been sitting for a minute, so I need everybody to like live goal. Give to people on the panel if you deal with them, if you like them. What's going on? Give my sister. This is her page. My page is Watch Me Work 23. I went on private, but you can still follow me as well. So live goal is up there. Anybody that you like in the panel is more than welcome to get gifts. We don't police who get what gifts where at all. My
I'm
access
gonna
to
ask my damn question
my
again, and don't you get your ass off of me because I'm not fucking talking to you, Sobe.
and so we start putting up people's pictures.
Damn it, Petty Roll. Go to girl. Do you feel like that it was unwarranted for you to be pulled into any of this from the start?
Yes, because like I was saying before, I only talk about what people already put out on social media. I don't go trying to find nobody family members. I don't go trying to, Google nobody, trying to do none of that. I talk about what's already on the app. Thus, you can see me incorporating videos in my content. It's stuff that's already on here. So for people to get mad because I'm talking about stuff that's already on here, that's asinine, because you need to be mad at the person that put the content out there, because if they didn't put it out there, I wouldn't have it to talk about. Okay? Then people get mad when I ask questions. I'm asking the questions that mostly everybody want to know anyway. So it's not like I'm just doing anything nobody else don't do. But I
I
guess just because
I
people
agree.
listen to me and people engage with me and stuff like that, I think that's the part that they don't like, is that people actually listen to me, and that most of the time I'm actually making sense when I put two and two together, or what something appears to be. But
Or
that ain't my
perspective, and
fault.
that's fair for you to give it from your perspective to me.
And so then
Okay.
then when people can't get to you, then they try to do the personal stuff. That's when they go trying to look up your business and your children and your family and this, that, and the third, when they can't just get to you on the surface level. But one thing about me is I have tough skin. So just talking shit about me is not going to get to me. I'm going to laugh with you if it's funny. But if it ain't funny, then I'm gonna tell you, and then I'm gonna come back and say something else, and then the people's gonna giggle, and then you gonna get mad. That's not my fault. That's not
Okay, so
that's not my fault.
I'm sorry, Petty.
That's
We're
okay.
gonna let you talk in a minute. We're gonna go Ty and then Sophie, because I know Ty's been quiet a lot. I know everybody else had any dialogue. Ty, did you have anything to kind of add to?
Oh, I was just gonna ask Sophie, because it was mentioned in the previous live before we all got disconnected, that only certain individuals were gone after, and I wanted to know what was the criteria that you all looked for in order to choose said individuals.
I mean, I don't know about they chose, because I didn't. The people that I have issues with, that will continue to have issues with, it's personal with me and them. I'm not they. I don't do what other people do. That don't have nothing to do with me. Anybody that I have an issue with is the people that have spoken on me, have something to say. And like I said, Petty Rose not even one of them. Like we were talking about this morning, she wasn't even. I wasn't even. I saw that video after I got off of that live, and that's when I was like, what the hell? So I mean, like, I'm not. Petty Rose is. I'm not even. She's not even like bygones. Whatever. I don't care about that. I'm not. I mean, she gonna have her jokes, her digs, whatever. It is gonna be what it is, but it ain't nothing that deep. But everybody else, like I said, like the Patrick and I speak, like that's just what it is.
Okay, can I give you a specific example? I'm going to utilize Patty Cake's mod, his other mod, Rome. I guess it was some kind of something that went on between you and her, but only she was chosen out of the mods. I mean, outside of Momo and I guess Javon. So what was the criteria? Did it
Look, I don't have no issue with Rome. Rome attacked me and talking about she gonna see me in New York and all that stuff. And Javon came at me. I didn't listen for a month. Javon was going around talking about catch this fade, and I'm like, who is Javon? I don't know him from nowhere. So I came online. I was like, oh, you must have a crush. I'm not interested. Thank you. Next. Like that's
okay?
it. But he talking about I heard you was in New York. Like I said, I've been posting and tagging myself in places I'm not at because they've been stalking my page. And so they thought I was in New York. So Javon and Tavia talking about you in New York, drop the addy. I wasn't even in New York. Like, y'all be stalking. That's the problem. Like, stop stalking me. Like,
Can I ask you something
it's
else?
not going to come out the way you want it to.
I don't need. I'm gonna ask you something else. So you see how you said Javon inserted himself. How did you originally get involved in this whole ordeal?
For me and Patrick, it was before even Blaze and Patrick had a thing. It was when he went after a mutual of mine that I used to talk to off the app, Vanessa Douglas, who's now we know what Vanessa been doing on this app. Enough said.
Okay, so it's all because like you stuck up for another mutual.
Yeah.
Is that not hypocritical, Sobe?
I just want y'all to hear yourselves. That's why I asked the question so y'all can hear it. That's all I want y'all to do is to hear it first, because that means you came
But
at
what
them
I'm
for doing
saying though,
exactly
yeah,
what you
I hear
did.
you. Wait. I understand what you're saying, but the thing is, like with Patrick, I did leave it alone back then because it was months ago. It was like months ago. But so when he came at me, it was only because I was in Blazes live. That was it. Only because I was there. Like, cause at that point I wasn't even saying nothing. Matter of fact, when I found out like they fought and all that stuff, me and Blaze weren't even that close when they fought. So that's what it is, because people, just like you see how y'all are in these boxes and y'all in these spaces, that's what happens every time. And I'm not on both sides. I'm gonna say that on both sides, people think, oh, they over there, so this and that, da da da. That's what happens the whole time on this app. That's what's been happening. I've been said that. I mean,
So can I give you a different example of Ty's question? A different example of Ty's question is, you said earlier when we were talking in the first live, you was like, I know Bullock in real life and I've seen her around here, but ain't nobody bother her. Nobody has bothered me, and I comment in comment sections, and I'm not saying, yeah, I don't give a fuck if y'all try to come at me. I don't, like, I don't. But how am I exempt for, you know what I'm saying, being a quote unquote follower if I follow the rules that I've seen y'all have for supporting certain people and shit like that? How am I different?
you're not disrespecting people.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen
Okay.
you disrespect anybody. Like you might comment and have your opinions, but you're not disrespectful. That's the
Okay.
truth. That's what I've seen from you.
So
So,
the people you feel like are disrespectful are the people y'all come after.
well, I mean, the people are disrespectful to me. I don't know what everybody else does. Like I said, I'm my own
Okay,
man.
I'll
Like
take
people want to
that.
put me in the spot.
Speak about yourself.
So, I mean, I'm my own man, and the bottom line is, what other people do don't move me. Like I said, they have different opinions about a lot of things over there that I don't agree with. And guess what? I voice my opinion. It might not be on the app when I voice it, but I voice it to them, and they know.
So when I asked you earlier about people who have been brought into this and not necessarily inserted themselves, from you guys, what I've heard from even having a conversation with Blaze and yourself, I've heard you say that there were people who quote unquote inserted themselves. That's your thoughts of it. But from the objective look of myself, and I feel like I've heard Watch Me say this too, and her sister say this as well, we've seen where other people we felt like who didn't say anything to you guys were pulled into this, and something was said about their character, and that's kind of how, and they responded, and then it kind of kept going, right? And Watch Me, you can tell me if I'm wrong about that.
I can't
Um,
one person offhand that I know off the back. I think Ed Reddy, she's never said anything disrespectful. That's not her character. I think after some time she's been tired of being pushed and now she's to her point. That's why she has lives where she goes back and forth. But that was
That's a
never her thing.
that's a lie.
So be real.
That's
I've seen her where she wouldn't even want you all's names brought up. She like if she was in a live, she would be like, nope, y'all know how I am. And I've seen that in Patty Cake's live. She doesn't. That's what I'm saying. I've seen that with my own eyes. I only like to talk about stuff that I've seen personally, and I know I've seen that. But I just feel like now she's at her breaking point because she was never really in it either. I feel like she was drug into it just because of her association and her friendship with Patty Cakes. That's why I said I don't like that. I don't want to say you all because I keep grouping y'all together, but I don't like when it's saying, oh, it's not personal. And we really have an agenda of doing X, Y, and Z, but it literally all just sounds personal to me. And I get that. That's cool. I can't change your feelings on him. That's your thoughts. But it to me, from what I see and what I've witnessed, it really is just all personal feelings and ego.
Can I say something right quick?
Yes, I just want to say real quick, there are some people in the box. I will
I'll
let
drop
y'all
if
in.
you need to. I'll drop.
No, oh yeah, because I
So
am
look,
gonna let y'all in.
I'm not Blaze. So don't everybody think they're gonna come over here and air their
Yeah,
grievances
because I
because
don't know if
you
they,
can
I don't know.
you can take your grievances and you can contact me yourself off of this live because we're not about to do this where y'all coming here ganging up on with your grievances because guess what? I don't give a fuck.
And
That's
y'all
point
have to
blank
respect
period.
that. And I respect that because I don't know if what anybody has to do with the conversation. There's Rome O'Shea in here at your daddy's house. So I don't
Hey,
know who they
I'm
are.
definitely listening. O'Shea, I definitely ain't talking to that O'Shea, whatever her name is. Like, you disrespected a black woman, and as far as I'm concerned, you're not black, so you get
Okay,
your
we're not gonna
props.
talk about anybody. If anybody black, I don't know who Rome is, but I will say like we are respectful of anybody who doesn't want to have certain conversations with certain people. You know what I'm saying? It's not about which one. Oh, it's not about picking sides or anything like that. I don't know what's going on between y'all two. We have had that happen the other day with Blaze, and we just got started, and people were requesting the box, and it made me uncomfortable, y'all. Just from my perspective, I don't know anybody involved. I'm not taking a side, and I don't want anybody to feel ganged up on or like this is a panel to like, you know, gang up on one particular person. I don't think that that's what's happening. I'm going to say that. I don't think anybody is coming in the box to like gang up on people or anything like that. I feel like we create a space where people can like have some equitable dialogue, and that's why people request. But it can look like something else from the outside. It's always about your intent can be one thing, but your impact can be another thing. And that's what I learned with that live with Blaze. So if he doesn't feel comfortable with you coming in the box right now, respectfully, like when he drops down, you're more than welcome to come up because we don't really silence any voices for
Rome can
real.
come up
So
because
you're more
Rome can come up because Rome can come up because I mean she was mentioned, but I'm just saying like she's
okay.
gonna say that's not what happened, but I'm gonna tell you that's what happened, Rome, because I remember that live when you came over to Blazers live. So I mean, it's just like it's gonna be show me receipts and show me that, and I'm like I really don't have time for it. And y'all can say I'm a liar all day. I mean it is what it is because at the end of the day that's what it's gonna be. So it doesn't even it's kind of pointless for me. That's what I'm like. It's like what's the point? You're gonna say you didn't do that. It's a he said she said pointless. What's the point?
So are you
You know what I
okay? You
mean?
okay
That's
with
all I'm
Rome
saying.
coming up? I do want to say
And I'm
something like
okay
I
with
don't
Rome
know
coming up. I'm okay with Rome coming
what
up.
race she is, so
I'm
I want
okay
to
with
stay
Rome
away
coming
from
up.
that. I don't want to ever call nobody non-black if I don't know that. So like I just want us to be
Oh no,
very
no,
clear.
that's not. See, I mixed Rome up. That's Rome. I thought you said Oshun, this other person. That's not who I was talking about.
Oh no. Okay, I just want to be clear. All right, Rome, you're a new player that just
That's
kind of
not
got
who I was
added in.
talking about. My bad, my bad. That wasn't who I was talking about.
Okay, because I was like, I
Rome
don't
isn't who
know
I was
what's
talking about.
happening.
Can I
Okay,
just say whatever I was gonna say, and then I'm gonna
Yeah,
drop.
I was
okay, yes.
confused. I'm
I'm
sorry.
done.
I'm okay.
We don't let's let Petty talk and then Petty's on dry.
I'm just gonna say this. I think it's very hypocritical for Sobe to say they only go after people that are disrespectful, but then you turn around and be very disrespectful to people that more times than not have never even said anything to you personally, but because they were upset. Let me finish. I let you finish. They never did anything to you personally, but you jumped on the bandwagon and was very disrespectful to these people that you say are disrespectful. That's very hypocritical. And then you get mad when they're disrespectful back. If you can't take
Live.
it, don't dish it. I'm not lying. You just said that with your own mouth. How am I gonna lie
Disrespect
with
is this that
something
you
that
said they
you
didn't say
just
nothing about
said
me.
with
Disrespect is
your
met with
own
disrespect.
mouth?
Hold on one
Disrespect
second.
is met with
Yeah, you're
disrespect.
proving
Okay,
That's all
hold
exactly
I'm
on.
what I'm
saying.
saying.
Hold on. Let her
Disrespect
finish
is
up
met with
first.
He's
disrespect.
proving
Hold
exactly
on.
what I'm
Hold
saying.
on. Let her respond,
You
so
can
then we go. I'll
talk,
jump down.
you can talk with a calm tone, not be disrespectful, and just state facts. And they still attack. So it doesn't even matter what you say. If they have an axe to grind with you and somebody is attached to you, they're fair game. It does not matter. They have no rhyme or reason. They don't need one. But as soon as somebody comes back harder than them, then it's a problem. I don't like that. That's not fair. If you can't take it, don't dish it. If you don't want me talking about you, don't talk about me. It's just that simple. The ball is in your court. But let me tell you this, baby, I'm a pro. So however it's gonna go, just know it's on you. And I'll see y'all later.
And I'm gonna say this: a lie's a lie, and a lie is gonna lie always. But first of all, disrespect is always gonna be met with disrespect. I'm not gonna walk away from nothing. You disrespect me, you're gonna get disrespected. Period. If you don't like it, that's too bad. Then maybe you shouldn't speak on me. How many times have I gotten here and said, "Don't speak if you don't want to be spoken on"? I've said it 1,000 times. Y'all don't listen. Y'all want to still speak on me. So guess what? When I get real disrespectful, you obviously mad, but I'm not affected. Just like you're not affected, I'm not affected because guess what? My internship was never taken. I graduated 3 times and I'm still flourishing. I'm graduating again next year. My money's still flowing. My business is still flowing. Because see, I don't get on this app and share none of my personal stuff so y'all can't attack it. Because that's what y'all do. I don't attack people's personal stuff. I don't do that. So don't try to paint me as that. I don't care what nobody else on this app does, but don't put me in that category. Period.
Okay, thank you, Sophie. We're gonna let Rome talk. Petty Road, thank you for coming up. Thank you for talking and being respectful. I Karen, we saw you in here asking. Girl, I got some questions for you too, girl.
Oh,
So
I'm not
whenever I
talking
see
to her.
that,
She Muslim. She Muslim. Don't bring on Karen up here. I'm not talking to her. She's a
well,
Muslim.
her other RP
I'll
Muslim
talk to
ain't
her
got nothing to
man.
do with it. And
Because
that,
I'm gonna talk
I
to
don't
her
care about
man.
that.
I'm
Them
gonna
ain't the
talk to her
questions that I
man.
get.
I'm gonna talk to her man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to her man.
Yeah, I look. I don't know what beef. It don't have to be today. Yeah, it don't have to be today, not Karen. But I don't know what beef you and I Karen got. I have no idea. But I don't want to ask her no questions about her being Muslim at all. Like that's her choice, her decision. And me and my sister said it's too hot in Michigan to be faking it. We don't think she's faking it. She's really Muslim, y'all. It's too hot. She ain't gonna just fake it. Trust me, she ain't faking. But we're not gonna get on our I got some questions, some other questions on Karen that has nothing to do with that. Rome, what's up, Rome?
Oh no, hi everyone. I only came up because I had heard Ty bring up a situation that happened between me and Sobe. It wasn't really like a situation. I wouldn't consider it a situation. But I think he got me confused with somebody else. So I think there was like a miscommunication in that part.
Maybe okay. So Rome, you don't remember that it was the night you came over to Blazers Live, and it was like you came over to Blazers Live. I guess I don't know what was going on or whatever. You didn't say that. You didn't say the same thing Javon said talking about in New York City.
All right. What I do remember was that live, it was between you and Genty, and somebody had came into his live and they had said that you was going to get your sister to try to beat me up. That's why I said, all right, so I'm going to go over there. And I never got the chance to speak to you because they
Okay.
started with the whole, oh, are you a white woman shit and whatever. And I never even got a chance to talk to you. So it was like, we
Okay.
never even got to
All right.
speak.
Fair enough. Then there it is.
She's muted.
It's easy as it's as easy
She
as that. Then it's dead.
I'm sorry to cut you off. So she was actually muted in that live when she went over there because Blaze allowed her up, but before she could even speak, because at that time I didn't have 1,000 followers and I was in the comments. Before she could even speak, he said, "I don't care what you have to say," because when he asked what she was, she said Afro Latina, and he said, "You ain't no black woman," and then he kicked her out. That live I was there for, and I know for a fact that's how it went off.
Can I
Okay. Well, I
understand
mean,
what me having to be? Can I understand what me having to be Muslim has to do with anything?
Hold on, Auntie.
Can I understand
Yeah.
why somebody wouldn't want me to come up here because I'm Muslim?
I don't know, but hold on, one second, Aunt Karen. Ty, thank you for that,
Yeah,
Ty. I'm gonna drop you.
I was trying to hear what Sobe had to say because Sobe was
Yeah,
saying something.
I said
we'll let you
Rome,
come
we
back up,
good.
Ty.
Rome, we're good, Rome. I mean, I guess it was just a misunderstanding. Whatever, it's done and over with. Like, I didn't come after you because clearly, like they say, people do. I didn't come after you, so that's it. Ain't nothing else to say.
All right,
All right, no
Ron,
problem.
I'm gonna drop you.
No, I was gonna drop. Thank you.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you for coming up. Yeah, Aunt Karen, that wasn't. I don't think you being Muslim has anything to do with it. We kind of. I know if you had heard that, but we kind of like shut that down a little bit. You asking Stevie that, right, Aunt Karen?
Yeah, I want to know what me having to be Muslim has anything to do with him not being able to speak.
Because I'm
Okay.
not speaking to you. I speak to your soon-to-be husband, not you. I'm not talking to you. That's what it has to do with it.
You've never spoke to him in your life, so he doesn't even know who you are. So why would he speak to you?
You're the woman.
What? Do you not know anything? Like, that makes zero sense.
Look, I'm trying to be respectful. I just don't want to talk to you on Karen, so that's all there is to it. There's nothing for me to say
let's
to you.
just be clear.
There's nothing for me to say to you because I'm gonna be disrespectful. So I don't have nothing to say to you, and I don't want to disrespect this woman's life.
Hold on, real quick.
Nobody wants to talk to you.
He's gonna
Nobody
have to
wants to
mute
talk
for a
to
second.
you. Nobody
So
wants to talk to you.
let's just be clear. This has zero to do.
Oh, I didn't drop Sophie. I think he dropped himself.
So I just want to be clear. This has zero to do with me being Muslim and more to do with him just not wanting to talk to me. Because you can talk to a woman, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what issues Sophie I can kind of have or whatever. And Sophie, like he didn't want to talk, and we do respect people that don't want to talk to certain people. I Karen, I don't know what the issue is, but I don't think that you being Muslim. I believe you, girl. They've been saying that they don't believe you. I believe you.
First, let's. It doesn't matter what anyone believes because it's not up to anyone's interpretation. So that does not bother me. But I'm just trying to understand what was the point.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pop her up. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know.
Drop down. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, I care. We do got a question for you, girl, another time. But we do got a question, I care. But thank you, I care. Bye bye.
No problem.
That's the question, I care. Whew. Oh my God, y'all. I know everybody's followers are gonna go with them, but a lot just transpired. Cupcake, I'm gonna let you up now. I didn't want to feel like if somebody was ganging up on Cupcake, it looks like your request is gone now. I didn't want anybody to feel like, because I learned a little bit from the last live that I had hosted. My sister did my Gia on her page. Leola, we had to turn the comments off. It's hard to find mods because we don't trust people to really mod for us. Like, the comments sometimes go a little bit crazy, and the people in the comments sometimes push their own narrative. Shout out to Gia. Gia has been fair. You have definitely been fair. She's definitely been fair. If Unapologetic was in here, I would mod her too.
Yeah. But we taking the mods back after the live.
We do take the mod spaces back, like after certain lives. We do kind of like pick and choose about the mod. The number's about to drop, y'all, and that's cool. I kind of want the numbers to drop.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Because y'all ain't even gifting.
My sister said there's a live goal right
We
there.
done brought y'all all the good tea. Y'all done kick back, relaxed, and everything. Come on, show us love on the 4th. Now, come on now.
I do want to thank everybody for being as respectful as they could, because these conversations get it. So I do appreciate everybody being as respectful as they possibly could.
Thank
You
you.
get what I'm saying? So I do appreciate that or whatever. I appreciate everybody trying their best, because it is tough. Like, everybody got like these personal like beefs and everything, and people on both sides like things it's been said and done, and I don't know who started what or whatever. So I do kind of appreciate it. There was a little bit of disrespect going on there. So y'all know what we agree with and what we don't agree with. What you looking at?
Read and some bullet comic to Sobe.
Lily, we don't celebrate the 4th.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, we don't.
But if they got a hot dog on the grill, damn it, I'm gonna eat it.
I don't eat meat, so I don't eat hot dogs.
Man, give me about 3 of them.
Ty, you're right. Ty, it is difficult to not try to respond. So that's why we try to give people grace. You know what I'm saying? Try to sit back and try to just navigate a little bit. Like you welcome, Gigi. We try to just sit back and navigate a little bit as much as we can. I'm trying to keep not too much of my opinion in it as much. We just trying to learn from some of the mistakes that we may have made. Yeah, Lily, we only celebrate Juneteenth. I don't knock anybody for celebrating the 4th of July, Lily.
But when you know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying? And we know just a little bit better now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we just act accordingly.
I don't knock anybody. It was going to go left real fast on camera, so I choose to leave. Hey, so we respect that. You get what I'm saying? We don't ever want to push anybody to stay up here or think anybody needs to stay up here because, whatever. So, we appreciate that. Whether it was our Karen, even if our Karen, didn't want to answer a question or didn't want to say something in a box, just like when Bullock didn't want to stay in earlier with the YT lady and she dropped, we respect that because that's y'all boundaries that y'all are putting up. So, anybody that puts up boundaries, we gonna respect those boundaries because we want our boundaries respected too. Respect my boundaries. For real. Hey, hi man. Hi TT man. But yeah, so hey Gucci girl. Hey guys. Ooh, them numbers coming down. Thank God, y'all. Everybody. So with the 232 people here, I want y'all, because I be curious who on whose side, because we try not to be anything. Rep your set. We did this the other live. Rep your set. If you a pusher, say you a pusher. If you a Karen, I don't know what Karen's court, what they call. If you the Karen's people, if you the Blazes, if you
if you the speakers, if you the roses, if you the scholars, anybody.
Even if you with the scholars, I don't deal with them.
But drop your set. Right, drop and if you rock with all of them, just drop rainbow hearts in the chat.
And if you down with just yourself, say you down with yourself. Just drop who you team. Team Nosy. Yes, Gia, we team Nosy over here. Team Cupcake coming in. Team Felicia, she's Felicia. Period. I'm just nosy. Period. Spectator here. Period. We got Team Nosy. We got True. We got the Llamas. We got Team Jitsi. We got Team Petty.
Live after you rep your set.
We got Petty Cakes, my nigga Rose Speaker. We got the Roses and Speakers. We got some Team Michelle. Team Truth. We got Truth. We got Truth Seekers. Rep y'all set. Down with the ops. We got people here that's down with the ops. Woo, yeehaw!
Yeah!
Rep your set. The team with Team Bullock. Okay, Bullock team. Bullock team Solo. We got Team Solo. Truth Seekers. We got Truth Seekers in the building.
Now where them lonelies at?
My sister. I guess her clique now is called the Lonelies. So where the Lonelies at?
You ever talk about crickets?
I don't think we got clips.
No, yeah.
We ain't got
give us a minute.
If you okay, so we Team Nosy. If you Team Nosy, put Team Nosy in the chat. We ain't got no clicks. Yeah, we ain't got no clicks. Don't nobody know us. We ain't got no clicks. But if you Team Nosy with us, put you Nosy with us.
Drop some noses in the chat. Put the noses in the chat.
Everybody should be dropping Nosy.
Because y'all know we came with the tea today. We had some really big people in here today considered on TikTok, nigga. But be that as it may.
Team Nosy. I see the Team Nosy.
That's right. Put the noses, guys.
Team Good Vibes. I like that one. Team Good Vibes. I love Team Good Vibes. Nosy with y'all. Period. Yes, Team Nosy. Y'all, we messy.
That's right. Tap.
Gia, I thought it was a great dialogue too, Gia. Thank you for all your help, Gia. We really appreciate you. Seek the truth equals the truth seekers. Team Good Conversations. We love that too. Team Good Nosy by nature.
Period.
Grandma nosy. Mama nosy. We all nosy. Y'all did y'all big one with this chat. Thank you. We appreciate you. Team yourself. That's the team. No, team nosy as fuck, but team yourself. See, you said y'all was nosy. Yeah, the enforcer. We said our first video that it was nosy and messy. So like we said that. You know what I'm saying? So like we are nosy. We are messy, man. That is nosy and messy. But all that other stuff that came with that, the enforcer, is not what I am. You get what I'm saying? So like we've been getting a lot of hate and we kind of ignore it. But yes, last night I was being a little bit petty with my video that I made. But you know, the narrative that we were on this side or that side, no, we've been in people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And I think too much on this app, the comments and people that support other people want you not to be neutral, want you to not be in the other people's comment sections. Because if y'all see I made a video, girl, proving that I unfollowed Blaze back in April. We follow each other now. I follow everybody now, but back in April I had unfollowed Blaze because Nikki was saying like I was a Blaze supporter and I had been in Blaze's lives. That is absolutely true. I've been in Blaze's lives. I've been in Genty's lives. I've been in Petty's lives. I've been in Kara's live. I've been in Genty's lives. I've been everywhere, all over TikTok for a while now. And I just didn't know people even recognize who I was from the comments. But I don't like that narrative, so I kind of had to prove that wrong. We was definitely being petty at that moment. I'm going to be honest. I was being petty. We get tired of the narrative sometimes. It be annoying. But we were being messy, and I do think that it is messy. It's messy. I call it messy. She don't think it. My sister don't think that it's being messy.
I think we just nosy.
I think we nosy, but I think nosiness can go into like messiness though.
Because messy is like, say Petty and Sobe was in there like, girl, well Petty, you know I heard, and Sobe, no, you said, Now that's messy.
But I think sometimes I get my perspective and opinions on it a lot too, so I can see how that can tie into like the messiness for certain people. So I can see how that can tie into messiness. Gucci girl, what's up?
That's right. We not being messy. We look at all the info, all the intel.
We look at the intel. We got that from who said
Miss Tanya, motherfucking Michelle.
Yeah, Tanya Michelle say that. Okay. We get the intel. What's up, Gucci?
I was gonna say this, then I'm gonna drop. Why is it that we can't be in other people's lives? We could be on your live watching you watch them. You get what I'm saying? Like, why can't I myself go in whoever live I want to? I can only go in there live if I'm on your side and we watching them. Make it make sense. That's all I want to say. Make it make sense.
Like, can we see for ourselves?
Thank you, Gucci. Thank you, Gucci girl, for coming up and saying that, girl. That's how we feel.
Because we don't stream live here.
And sometimes if I'm in a live and